Okay, my name is David Nokada. We are in Hawaii. We're at the Boys and Girls Clubs. As you can see, this beautiful office. This is my office. I'm the executive director here. We actually opened the doors to our first clubhouse in 1976, and I came aboard as the athletic director at that time. I served in that capacity for about a year, became the program director / athletic director about a year after that, and when my executive director decided he was going to move back to California, the board asked me if I would consider the possibility of being one of the candidates for the executive director's position. I told them yes, I would be interested, and they gave me the opportunity to be the director. I told them that this is the way I wanted it to happen if they're going to look at me as a candidate. And I said, I want it to be where you don't give me any increase in pay. You just hire me, and give me the opportunity to show you that I can do the job. And if you feel that I can do the job, then you can go ahead and decide what you want to pay me as the executive director. If you don't think that I'm capable of doing it, then I can be your program director, athletic director, whatever. So it's it's a test drive around the block, so to speak. I think I've been a director for about 30 years now. A lot of the kids that come to the Boys and Girls Club come from situations where they need somebody to think about, to care about what's going on in their life, and I sort of like doing that. I sort of like giving somebody that may not have the equal shot at getting something an opportunity to at least give it a shot. So I think that's one of the things that kept me. I think we all have an agreement here, the board of directors and I do, where I told them that the job no longer challenges me, I'll leave. And I always told them that if you think that there's somebody else that's better, that can do a better job to help this community and help the kids, let me know. I'll be more than happy to tender my resignation and move on, because this job is not about me. It's about what we do to support kids in a community, and I'm just a piece of the puzzle. We used to do this thing called a family day celebration in the park, and all of our clubhouses come and they bring kids from all communities. And on this occasion, this young girl came up to me and she said, "Oh, here, this is for you." And I was sort of busy, doing something with with the group, and so I said, "Oh, what is this?" And I think she thought I was angry at her when I said, "Oh, what is this?" So she sort of stopped for a little bit and she said, "Oh, lost and found. I found this thing." So I said, "Oh, okay." Put it in my pocket and said, "I'll make sure that I'll get it back to your leader." So about half an hour or so later, I find her clubhouse director and I say, "Hey, look, this young lady found this necklace, and she gave it to me, and she thinks it should go in a lost and found." So I gave it to her. And then at the end of the day, the leader comes back to me and she says to me, "Oh no, she made it for you." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, she made it for you." And I said, "Oh, geez." I felt a little bit bad about about doing that to that little girl. So I took it, I put it in my pocket, and I went home, and I didn't think anything of it. And my wife asked me, "What is this?" She said, "Oh, a little girl, made it for me." I said, "Oh, okay." So I put it on, and then I said, "Oh, okay, I'll wear it for her, just for a bit." Monday when I come back to work, I called the director again. I said, "Could you please give me the name of the little girl? I want to thank her for this thing." And the director says, "You know the story behind this thing?" I said, "No." So what's the story behind this? She says, "This girl is she's a foster child. She comes to the club every day. She doesn't know who you are, But when we told her about this event that was going to happen, she came to me and she said, I want to thank the person that's doing this, for us, the kids in this community. She said, I have nothing to give. So she went to the art director and got these beads, and she matched them all up so that they all looked like something that, was special. And she made it, and she gave it to me. Never took it off. Someone gave us some tickets to take kids to see the Nutcracker. And so, we assembled all of the kids to go to the Nutcracker. And that was the second time I saw her. I mean, it was, right after she gave me the necklace. And so, they're standing in line at the concert hall, and I was on the side, kind of away from her. And I could see his head just sort of pop out. He kept looking at me, So then, the director, Frances, she says to me, hey, I think, she's looking for you. So I turned and I looked at her and I went, hey, look, I got it on. She was so happy, just so happy that I was wearing it. But, it's stuff like that. I mean, you wonder if the work that you do does anything, and, you're not looking for anything. You're not looking for someone to say thank you or to acknowledge what you've done. You just do it because it's the right thing to do. And it's when things like this happen, it sort of says, okay, it's worth all the work that you're doing out there, because it's so unexpected. It touches you, makes you feel that it's all worthwhile. You gotta know that there's hope out there. You gotta know that, but it's just a word if you don't participate in it. You have to participate in it, because hope will only come if you do something about it. I mean, you have to participate in life, and as you participate, if the situation demands that you become a part of creating hope for people, it takes work. It's not just going to happen overnight. It doesn't happen because you have the wherewithal to give money or even to give time to do it. You have to do it because something inside of you says it would be better, if I were able to go ahead and participate in giving hope. And you grow up with this sense of community. You grow up with this sense that you need to help each other, because it helps make life better for everyone. You give a little and, a lot comes back to you. If you have the opportunity to be a part of making life better, then you should do it, because, people benefit from small things. Or sometimes they're big things, but things help. As you string your lay of life, you will find that, all the flowers are going to start to look alike, or, the fragrance that comes from the blossoms are all going to do one thing for you, and that is, create the sense that there is hope out there, and that people all contribute to make, us, better people. We live in a better place because of that.